Hey, Tammy Jersey Roberts, and I'm in my kitchen today. I am making Gracious Glow soup that Megan Telpner created for the Academy of Culinary Nutrition. It's right out of her book, The Undiet Cookbook. So I'm doing my homework and I just thought I would make it on camera. So let me show you the ingredients. Okay, the first thing I want to do is show you the ingredients for the Gracious Glow soup. So there's ghee, clarified butter, there's the curry powder I made, there's some minced garlic, here's some grated ginger, sea salt, flat leaf parsley for the garnish at the end, carrots, 2 carrots chopped up, cauliflower chopped up, 6 cups of water, onion, and a whole sweet potato diced up. So there you have it, the ingredients for the Gracious Glow soup. So let's do it. Okay, this recipe was shown to me making it in a soup pot on the stove top. However, I am making this in my Ninja Foodie. I'm using the sear saute setting on medium to start out with. So the first thing we're going to want to do is warm up the ghee or the coconut oil. So I've got 2 tablespoons here. Pouring that in. And I'm going to adjust the camera angle in a little while so you can see what's going on here. But heat up the ghee. That luscious buttery flavor, yum. Okay, the next thing that goes in is the curry powder that I made. I've got 3 tablespoons of it here, and I haven't tasted it before, so we're just gonna see how this goes. It's all an experiment, right? So the first thing we do is saute the curry powders to release all the aroma and the goodness from the spices that are in there. So, oh my gosh, I can smell it already between the ghee and the spices in the curry. There's cardamom and clove and turmeric. And just saute this a little and make sure that you're stirring it because you don't want it to burn. I'm not hearing any kind of sizzle, I'm not seeing a burn, so we should be good. Okay, so I've never made this before. It's kind of weird to make something for the first time on a camera, but whatever, can always delete. Okay, so I think I want to cook that longer. And I actually think I want to turn this up a little. Ooh, I know you can't smell it, but it's amazing. I didn't even think that I liked yellow curry, but maybe I do. Of course, I made this fresh where we toasted the spices and the seeds and ground it up in the spice blender, which is actually a coffee grinder, but it works great for your spices. So that's what Megan always says in the classes, to buy your spices whole and then grind them up yourself. They're fresher and they last longer and they're more nutrition dense. They don't lose any of the nutrients, as much of the nutrients, put it that way. Okay, so I think this is going pretty good. This just looks like I'm gonna try to move this camera a little bit, so I don't want to make you dizzy though. you're able to see in there at all. Just a little glance. Anyway, I can hear it starting to sizzle a little bit, which is a good thing. So yeah, there's steam coming off and the aroma's there, so I'm gonna add the onions next. I've got 1 white onion chopped up, and it doesn't have to be perfectly chopped because at the end we're just going to blend all this up and make it smooth. Oh yeah, you can hear it now. I want the onions to be coated in that curry and ghee. Get the rest of these out of here. There we go. Now this soup makes you glow from the inside out. So if you're feeling like your skin is a little bit dull or anything like that, this would be perfect. Okay, this is cooking really fast, so I'm gonna turn it back down to medium because I don't want to burn the spices. And if you feel like it starts burning or anything like that, you can add a little bit of water. Okay, the next thing that goes in is the garlic. Oh, you can put in 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. I put in 3, of course. I love garlic. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how good this smells. So good for you. Okay, what's next? Ginger. Grated ginger. This is especially really nice for you in the fall season. You know, we're getting rid of all that summer gunk and it's starting to get a little bit chilly. And this has a lot of the, little bit of the detoxifying agents in it. It has all the flavor mix in here. We've got the sweet with the sweet potatoes that we're going to put in. We've got the pungent with the onions and the garlic. We have a little bit of sour with the spice blend. We have salty that we're going to put in some salt. So I believe that was 5 of them. So it's got like a combination of the flavors and the taste that really can hit you. So let's put the carrots in. Stir that up. Amazing. And we've got sweet potatoes next. There you go. You don't have to dice them up this small. I don't have one of those high-speed blenders, so I could chop mine up, dice my sweet potato up kind of small so that the blender can make this smooth. If you have a Vitamix, you don't have to dice them up that small. But you don't have to peel the sweet potato either. Just scrub it, you know, if it's organic. If it's not organic, I would peel it, because you don't want to add any gunk. Okay, so we've got the, okay, I told you this is the first time I made this, so I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Of course, ever just follow the recipe. I just go for it. But cauliflower. Chopped it up, and you don't have to chop it up this small. Stir that in. Okay. So you want that to be just heated through, says about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna shut off the camera for a minute while this is cooking, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like before I put the water and the salt in. Okay, it's fizzling away. Let's see what I've got in here. Let me stir it a little. See how everything's coated in the ghee and the curry. Smells fantastic. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, and I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt. And at the end, you know, of course, you can taste it and see if you need any more salt. These vegetables absorb it, but the salt gives you the salty part of the salty, sweet, pungent, sour array of flavors. Okay, let's put the water in, bring it to a boil, and then we let it simmer. Bring it to a boil, turn it down, and let it simmer for 20 minutes. Make sure the vegetables are tender enough to blend. Make sure they're cooked. So I've got little tiny pieces of vegetables, so mine probably won't even take 20 minutes, but I'm gonna bring it to a boil, then I'm gonna put it on simmer, put it on low on this pot, put the cover on, and let it sit for 20 minutes to make sure that everything's cooked. And then we'll be back. Okay, so we're back with the Gracious Glow soup, finishing it off. So you can see that I've switched out to a blender now. So we're gonna blend it up till it's smooth. We let it simmer covered for 20 minutes. And then I let it cool off because I do not have a heat resistant blender. And you can see it's steaming up a little bit. So it's still a little bit warm, but I think we're gonna be okay with it. It actually, you have to do it in 2 batches. And it's kind of a long story how I got 2 of these pitchers, but you know, one blender burned up, I got another one, I still had all the containers and everything that go with this. So I'm going to start this on low, just so it doesn't, you know, spew hot liquid all over my kitchen. So I'm gonna turn it off while I'm doing that. Okay, everything's blended up. So I have this big mixing bowl to put both pitchers of the pureed soup in, so you can mix it up, because of course you're not going to have everything even in both batches. So you want that mixed up. And then just stir a little bit and get it all mixed up. We're ready to eat. So just spoon it into, I love using this soup mug. Oh, I'm making a mess. What else is new? It's creamy, it's thick. I like it a little bit thick. So, get a good camera angle. Put some parsley or cilantro on it. Try to tilt the camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I think you get it. So, there you go. Gracious Glow Soup. You have a great day, and I'm sure that you've seen that my Blood Sugar Mastery program is on sale to the end of the year, $197 for lifetime access. Cheers to your vitality.